Some dragons never became legends like Smaug or Jörmungandr. Their stories were whispered, hidden, or lost in obscure folklore. Today we're bringing them back from the shadows. Here are 5 forgotten dragons lost to time. Number 5. The Lambton Worm of England. In the quiet village of Lambton in County Durham, a hush fell over the town as an enormous worm emerged from the River Wear. It was a serpent of immense size, scales as green as spring leaves, and eyes like glowing embers. For days it slithered around the village, its mere presence a looming threat to all who crossed its path. This wasn't your typical country stroll. Villagers fled their homes, hiding in caves or seeking refuge in the nearby hills. They watched in terror as the dragon continued its rampage. But fear soon gave way to cunning. John Shaw, son of the miller of Lambton, had a plan. He donned a coat of mail, grabbed a large iron hook, and set off to confront the beast. He could have stayed hidden, but he chose courage. John found the worm sleeping near a mill and crept closer. When he was sure he was close enough, he let out a loud shout. The worm woke up and, sensing danger, lunged at him. That's when John struck, jabbing the iron hook into the creature's back. The worm writhed in pain, thrashing about, but John held firm. After much struggle, the hero managed to ride the worm back towards the river. As they reached the bank, John slid off and watched as the dragon disappeared into the water, and there it stayed for 13 days before resurfacing. However, this time, it was not alone. From its mouth emerged 7 smaller worms, each a little less terrifying than the last. And after that, the river ran calm and still once more. Was the Lambton worm a truly fearsome beast, or a metaphor for nature's fury? Some say it was real, citing eyewitness accounts and the scars left on the landscape. Others believe it was a product of an overactive imagination, a story meant to teach a lesson. Whatever the truth, the tale reminds us that even in the heart of England, dragons can roam free. Number 4. The Nidhöggr of Norse myth. The Nidhöggr, a name that sends shivers down the spine even today, is a dragon whose venomous bite carries with it the promise of death itself. In Norse mythology, it is a fearsome creature said to lurk in the darkest depths of the ocean. Its scales shimmer with the colors of decay, black and putrid green, and its eyes glow with an eerie, otherworldly light. Now here's where things get really interesting. This is no ordinary dragon. No, sir, the Nidhoggr's venom is not just deadly, it's a harbinger of doom. Those who fall victim to its poisonous bite face a fate worse than death. A fate that chills me to the bone just thinking about it. Once bitten, one's soul is trapped in a state of eternal torment, banished to the shadowy realm of the underworld hell. Talk about a scary story. So what makes the Nidhoggrr such a terrifying figure in Norse mythology? Well, it's not just the poison. Oh no, it's got more tricks up its scaly sleeves. This dragon is a master of disguise, often taking on the form of a human to deceive unsuspecting mortals. It's a shapeshifter, you might say, and that adds another layer of danger to its already terrifying reputation. You never know when or where you might encounter the Nidhoggrr. So if you happen to find yourself in 9th century Scandinavia, beware the whispers in the dark. They just might be the dragon trying to lure you to your doom. But why have I never heard of this dragon before? Well, the Nidhoggrr may not have the same name recognition as Smaug or Vashar Lung, but that doesn't mean it isn't just as important to Norse mythology. Sure, it might not be as prominent in the Eddas or the sagas, but that doesn't make it any less powerful or terrifying. Plus, let's face it, sometimes the unknown is scarier than anything we could ever imagine. What do you think? Do you find the Nidhogg's shape-shifting abilities and venomous bite unnerving? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mythical mayhem. You won't regret it. No. 3. The Piasa bird of Native American lore. Before smartphones, TVs, and internet, there were campfire stories. These tales weren't just for spooky season. They were survival, warning, and teaching tools. One such tale is that of the Piasa bird, a monstrous bird-like creature that lurked around the Great Lakes region. It's a mix of eagle, buzzard, and humanoid with red eyes, sharp talons, and a piercing scream. The Piasa bird didn't just build a nest anywhere. It made its home in caves along the Illinois River near modern-day Havana. Imagine finding that out while kayaking. Just as well, most Native American tribes had a healthy respect for nature. Hunting for sport wasn't common, so the Pia bird wasn't hunted to extinction but rather shamed. As the story goes, its reign of terror came to an end when a brave hunter named Red Jacket took it on. It was no easy feat. The Piasa bird was huge, strong, and cunning, but Red Jacket was persistent. Finally, he managed to shoot the bird, which crashed into a nearby river. Though mortally wounded, the bird lived on for 13 years, showing up every winter to die a little more until finally it perished for good. Each tribe had its own take on the Pia bird's appearance and behavior, but overall, it served as a cautionary tale, reminding people to respect nature. Think of it as the ecological Robin Hood. It kept the balance in check. Today, we remember the Pia bird not just as a monster, but as a symbol of nature's power and our need to live in harmony with it. What other Native American myths would you like to hear? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe for more Native American mythology. Don't miss out on these stories and more. Number 2. The Vouivre of France. A dragon without wings, legs, or even claws, you might be thinking of a worm, but in medieval France it was known as a vouivre, a serpent-like dragon that breathed fire. Sounds simple, right? Well, there's more to this wingless wonder than meets the eye. Picture this. It's the Middle Ages and fire-breathing serpents are causing havoc. Crops are scorched, livestock perish, and villagers cower in fear. Enter Saint Martin of Tours, a man who wasn't afraid of a little fire and brimstone. He set out to slay the beast. Turns out the vouivre wasn't Martin's first rodeo. He knew the drill. With a cross-shaped shield and sword raised, he charged towards the dragon. The vouivre wasn't backing down, though. It spat fire, tried to constrict Martin, but the saint stood firm. Finally, after a good fight, Martin emerged victorious. The people rejoiced, hailing him as a hero. But that's not the end of the story. The voivode's head was cut off and hung from the top of a nearby tree. Why? To warn others, of course. After all, you don't want people thinking fire-breathing dragons are just a walk in the park. And that, my friends, is the tale of how one brave man and a tree defeated a dragon. Now go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a single roarsome tale. Number 1, the Bolla of Albanian folklore. Now let's talk about a dragon so elusive you might think it's straight out of Harry Potter, the Bolla. Picture a majestic, yet terrifying serpent-like dragon soaring through the skies, scales shimmering like emeralds and eyes that pierce your soul. The bull is not your average mythical beast. It's a shapeshifter, taking on human form when it pleases. And let me tell you, its favorite pastime is messing with unsuspecting shepherds. Can you imagine tending to your flock one moment and the next you're having tea with a dragon? The ball lives in the mountains deep in Albanian folklore. It's a symbol of wisdom and magic, but also a reminder of the wild beauty of nature. You see, the bull represents the untamed spirit of the mountains, a force both enchanting and dangerous. Now here's where things get really interesting. The bull is a benevolent dragon. Yes, you heard me right. It's not here to burn villages or hoard treasure. Instead, it watches over the mountains and protects those who show it kindness. In return, it offers its help to humans, granting wishes and guiding those who seek its aid. Just don't ask it to water your plants. It's not exactly good with instructions. But the Bolla's true power lies in its ability to connect the spiritual and physical realms. It's a messenger between worlds, a symbol of the magic that exists in the unseen. So if you're ever in the Albanian mountains, keep an eye out for a majestic emerald dragon. And remember, if you show it kindness, it might just grant you a wish. Who knows? Maybe it'll even help you water your plants. History isn't just in the past. It's alive in the stories we choose to remember. If you enjoyed this journey through Forgotten Dragons, hit the like button, leave a comment with the legend you'd want to see next, and subscribe so you never miss the next chapter of the past. Until then, stay curious.